Olympia does better against Zetter than the Crag does. But I'd probably agree. Local legend. Let's go. Yeah, Dunkchai, it's funny, we were talking before the bracket starts, and Dunkchai was saying he thought he was the player that had been playing the longest of anyone here because he had started during early access, which would have been 2015, 2016. Nemmy showing off the Olympia. And that's true. I think the only other person who started during early access, at least in this tournament, was me, actually. So I don't know which one of us started earlier in early access, but we'll call it a tie. I can't even remember the names of the brackets that used to exist back then, but there's some fun ones. Ooh, oh! You gotta be careful when you play up on the top plat, because you either kill your opponent or you die. Okay, nice up B confirm. That's kind of the one thing that I think Olympia doesn't struggle for in this matchup. When you actually hit the hit, the confirms come pretty naturally. Big crystal. And Merchant Port, you get a lot of opportunities to play near the top blast zone as Olympia, and that's usually good. But Zetter likes it too. You got some horizontal space. Most players like this stage. It's kind of a, it's probably the fan favorite. What's up? We got Starbucks.
Bozo just beat me in bracket. I'm gonna kill him later.
That's right, that's right. So what we learned is next time we do Orcandito.
Yes, and it would be way funnier and silly.
I think, to be honest, I love both those matchups.
they're both, you definitely play favorable matchups.
The one matchup I'm not playing, the Force Ditto. That matchup.
That sounds.
Ugh.
Outside of like being able to use the other person's smoke, it sounds not very fun.
It's the other thing is like certain moves just don't work very well, and I don't know. It's one of those like 30-30 matchups.
Yeah. Interesting kill here. Right back into the round. Dying just barely off the top.
So Dunk was bringing that back actually. Nemmy was. She like started with a 0 to death, and then it was just kind of all uphill. So it can go either way. I don't know if these two like ever play in friendlies. I assume they do.
No, I don't think they do, because Dunkchai was telling me he just doesn't play this game.
That is also probably true.
So this is 2021 Rivals versus 2024. A battle to see whether or not Workshop is tolerable.
Now, I think you're a resident Workshop hater.
I'm a resident Workshop berater, yeah.
I'm actually okay with them, but I think it might be because I have PTSD. Like, whenever new characters come out, at first I despise them, and then eventually acceptance sets in. You know, it's just like, okay,
yeah.
This is what I'm in for.
For me, it's a lot of the Workshop characters just played their own game, and there's a major lack of interactivity between the Workshop characters and the non-Workshop characters. Malo just plays their own game. Olympia is more scrappy than the rest. So like Palm and Hodan kind of just do their own thing, and you just have to watch them do it and hope they mess up.
I feel like Olympia feels the least Workshop for, if that makes sense.
Olympia feels like the most designed for base cast.
And she also seems to get the best results. So
far, yeah.
But I think if we had more time with Rivals 1, I do kind of feel like Hodan and Palm would have gotten more. Just the game ran out of time for some things.
Right.
But they're not in Rivals 2 yet.
Not just yet. Naturally planned, but I think they will have learned from any potential design mishaps, if they consider it mishaps at all. Nice scoop with that up special. Dunkchai playing around Olympia's options really nicely for someone who hasn't played with them too much.
But if you get up aired, you're getting up special.
Yep, it's just over at that point. Keeping it really close though.
I feel like it's not what he naturally does, but Dunkchai can kind of play the
slow game.
Yeah, the run and gun Zetter, played just for chip. It's there's some matchups you just like have to play that way.
Right.
It's mostly the floaties actually. But this is an unusual matchup where you kind of have to play that style.
Real close on that shine wave dash up strong. Trying to go for an up air now. Nice up air into up strong, keeping it 1-1. Nice and even between these players. Looks like Dunkchai is getting pretty used to this workshop matchup. Not sure how much experience he's had prior.
Now the question is Dunk gonna make the mistake of leaving? There's a couple cheeser stages for Olympia.
Any stage with a tall side platform, it's gotta go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all of them have remained. Except for Armada.
Yeah. Armada's the worst one though. If you leave Armada open, you're in trouble.
Yep. Going right on to Olympia's home stage with some nice music by Rezo Force.
I love this skin for this stage. I feel like it's maybe the stage skin I see the least for whatever reason.
Honestly, it is pretty well done. Enough movement in the background to, you know, keep it feeling good, but not enough to distract you from what's going on in the game. Nice up special from Nemmy to close out that stock. Real nice sweet spot forward air to catch Nemmy out of the ground, putting her in a really, really rough edge guard situation. Makes it back though. Right back into a fire down strong. Nice tech chase. I feel like up strong could probably start killing now.
Yeah.
As I say.
Gatling, one of the more reliable ways actually to find kills in this matchup, because what happens off the edge guard, Zetterburn does a good job of keeping the Olympia low and resetting it, but it's hard to find the kill unless they BI in on Gatling.
Yeah.
And it's one of the only relatively safe kill options you can go for during those sequences.
Really good down air from Dunkchai to break the crystal right before it gets activated. As long as you break the crystal before the activation occurs, you are safe from the attack. And it's really crucial to ensure that you break it or avoid it entirely during these edge guards. So far, Dunkchai doing really good on the edge guards. Gets caught out by that forward tilt this time around.
Ooh, reverse fireball.
Forward air. Trying to play the long game, get that chip damage from the fire. Make sure it's always on. Ooh, regular down strong just killed from the side. This is a relatively small stage, and Olympia was at 140%.
It's a good find because that's not. There's some edgeguard sequences that are constantly looking for that like reverse down strong, but this isn't one of them. So it's a good pickup.
It's being able to just get the kill outright is significantly better. Really good angles for preventing all this from happening. Really good tech. One of the easiest smash attacks to tech. And another up special to take out the third game.
The hard part about the situation, as soon as you go down there, if you don't reset your jumps, that forward strong actually goes below the ledge.
Right.
So it's very difficult to get back on if you don't have your jumps.
I'm thinking a immediate turnaround down special would have been a really good option right there. Since forward strong is pretty laggy, and the down special from Zetterburn does raise him up a little bit. Should have popped him up over that ledge just high enough to make a good comeback.
for sure. I think Olympia's not a character. If she's out there ahead of time, she can be low, but otherwise she's gonna let you ride the wall up. You have a little bit of time as long as you don't go too low. Okay, so now it's once again.
3-0 him. Right off to Merchant Port, nice neutral stage, low ceiling. Both of these characters really enjoy those low ceilings for their kills.
This is actually where we started game 1.
This is where we started game 1 as well, and it turned out to be a bad idea, obviously. No, they kept it even, but the tune of this match seems to be going in Nemmy's favor, just picking up a lot of hits. Ooh, really strong, nice forward air.
Yeah, if you can get that crystal on the Zetterburn with the down special, whether it's high or below the ledge, it's really dangerous.
Right. Dunkchai managing to get out of some of this pressure, but Nemmy putting it right back on. Good fireball to stall out some of the nice up air to up strong, realizing that Nemmy had really no resources to try and break out.
Okay, avoids the crystal.
Nice conversions here.
Okay, this gets the edge guard for Nemmy. Oh, that's big.
Caught out by the down strong. Bit of a knowledge check, sometimes really difficult to avoid at all. Was forced to pretty much either eat the down strong or reach platform with a very laggy up special.
The only other option, if you can't make it to that platform, you can try to mix up your timing on the landing, make the Olympia pull it early, but it's very difficult.
You could also just try hitting the Olympia, but it's pretty risky. Nice up tilt to try and cover the landing. Unfortunately, it traded, and that might just be the end of the stock. Nice DI, breaking the crystal on the way down. Caught out by the late end of forward smash. Keeping that jump right in the pocket, but up special, the Olympia classic, covering any option after up air if not handled properly.
That's, I believe, 4-1 for Nemmy, 3-2 for Dunkchai. Dunkchai had to start 0-1, losing to Starbucks in round 1.
Because of my decisions. Listen, I thought it'd be a good set.
I thought it was a good set, and to be honest, when you got picked, there were only 2 choices.
Yeah, it was like, I picked late, and at that point I was like, you know, I don't care about any unfavorable matchups here. We're in pools, and it's an invitational. I don't recall there being any money on the line. I don't care if there is. I'm just here to play the video game.
Yeah.
And Dunkchai was a name I remembered. It sounded like a fun time.